Here we go.
The Saints' good health and injury luck is like school. I mean, Thomas, go to the music.
Tomas, hit that intro.
Saints Happy Hour podcast. We never trade up.
If there was a path to give up 3 first-round picks to get Jaden Daniels, I would do it. And I would pick Jaden Daniels.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I'm joined by Andrew, Dave, Kevin, Thomas running the show back at Poland. We got a ton of people in the chat tonight. It's incredible. It's too many. Dustin J, your boy Alan, Jerry G, Will G, Plan B, Andrew's dad. Thanks, Mr. Juge, Jerry G, Jason Champagne. Just a ton. There's too many people to mention. The chat is just scrolling constantly. I can't keep up with this. Incredible. It's football season now. If you want to become a patron, all first-time patrons, go to patreon.com/saintshappyhour. Get 90% off your first month subscription, any level. All right, on tonight's show, the Saints' good offensive line health, like summer for school children, is over. Rattler is at a career crossroads, and we'll have a mailbag. Last week, we clenched only hands. It was incredible. And we want to thank every patron that made that happen. We present to you, courtesy of Tomas, with our next challenge. Ralph's crippled run to glory. Thomas, do you have that graphic?
I do.
If we can go 52 more weeks in a row of $100 in donations every week, I will run the 40-yard dash in NOLA, filmed by Dave, possibly at the Tulane campus.
Dave, you can't get him to run it on the field at Ullman Stadium. I feel like you should be able to make that happen.
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm going to try to make happen. I'm going to try to make that happen.
All right. And
yeah, maybe I should change the colors to green.
Deception!
20 buckaroos for Ralphie to get some intro lessons.
Who got to go for 20 buckaroos?
Man, 52 weeks to get you to run a 40-yard dash?
That's a year.
That's a year.
Yeah. Okay.
1 year from now. So, yeah, if we do it, well,
I mean, I would have donated to like 100 weeks, so this is easy.
Okay.
This feels like a bargain.
He is a bar. We're practically giving away the store. Before we get to Saint stuff, I want Thomas put up that picture.
Which one?
Joseph Enriquez sent me an incredible care package. It had
a nice spread,
flavored booze.
He spread nicely.
Look at this.
Saints helmet, a fungo, like it. Drew Brees.
You don't deserve
Illustrated.
this.
I don't. I really don't.
This looks amazing. This isn't like making Ralph drink something disgusting and shivving him in the side. This is like hooking him up.
Love.
Yeah, this isn't sending him a bunch of shots of Malort.
It's love.
I mean, that's a mini helmet. So that means that bottle of electric guava, that's a full-size bottle.
That's right. That is a full-size bottle.
That's a really nice care package right there.
It is really.
I don't have any listeners being that nice to me, Ralph. You're special.
No. Thomas.
Dave was nice to you in the pre-show.
Sally took that photo. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I was going to say, this was a good job on the photo.
Thomas, hit the breaking news siren.
Whoa.
We have legitimate.
Have it ready.
Yeah, we have legitimate Saints breaking news now.
I messed one thing up, but it's here now.
No.
Blame Andrew.
Oh, goodness, that's the breaking news siren. And if you had Alontae Taylor needing mesh,
no, really?
go to the window and collect your winnings. Courtesy Nick Underhill, Alontae Taylor has a groin. He's going to be out a little while.
Is he going to Philly?
Myers, Paige and Dr.
Is he
Myers.
on his way to Philly?
He's on his way to Philly as we speak.
Oh, shit.
He's collecting gold blood
Saints,
as we speak.
They couldn't fit. They can't afford injuries at offensive line. They can't afford injuries at corner. They're getting injuries at both. It isn't really football season, Saints football season, until an offensive lineman gets gangrene and loses a foot. Will Clapp is going to be out for the season. Bad news for lovers of the Clapp, but potentially great news for the Andrew Juge adopted UDFA son dynasty. Andrew, how excited were you when you saw that Will Clapp was out for the year?
I don't know that I would say I was excited. I mean, look, Will Clapp's in LSU.
You were cheering. You were cheering for that injury. You were like, "Oh, this is awesome!
It was not.
I'm so happy Will Clapp is injured."
No. Isn't Will Clapp a Jesuit guy, by the way, or is he Brother Martin?
No, he's Brother Martin. Even better.
Brother Martin guy.
No, damn it.
Those Satyrs.
No, so look, I was sad to hear that, and Will Clapp is a good dude.
Were you? Were you though?
He's an LSU guy, and he came back. So look, the two things, both things can be true here. But since you brought it up, Ralph, I mean, since you've gone there, okay,
here we go.
Are you guys ready to declare this race over? Are you guys ready to concede?
No, actually,
because I'm going to tell you right now, like the football gods injuring the Saints offensive line, right on cue, baby. I mean, we are right on schedule. Saldiveri goes down. Will Clapp goes down. They're both dead. Goodbye. See you later. Torricelli Simpkins, step right up. I mean, he hasn't even had to make a play. By the way, if you look at the reviews on how he played in this game, he played awesome. He played very well. But that doesn't really matter because he doesn't even have to play well. He just has to stay healthy, and he just keeps moving up the ladder.
Don't worry, he's going to lose a leg next week.
He's literally 1 injury away from starting, boys. Forget making the 53. He's 1 injury away from starting on this team, okay? So, I will say this. Ralph's, what did you have, a running back?
I did. Is he still on?
Did he even have a carry in the preseason game? Did he literally even sniff the field in the fourth quarter? The answer is no. Goodbye. See you later. Dave, despite all these injuries, I don't hear your UDFA son's name at all.
Is it my turn? Okay, wait. What do you?
He seems to move backwards below the next guy that gets signed. And Kevin,
were you going to say that he's
signed?
Were you going to say that my guy is buried on the depth chart?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you saw Nick Underhill posted the most recent depth chart that the Saints released 4 hours ago. I just want to say that listed as the guards for both the third team.
This is not
Torricelli Simpkins, your undrafted free agent Torricelli Simpkins, and my undrafted free agent Easton Kilty. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at this depth chart, and we are tied. We are head to head. We are even Stevens. And the other thing I'm going to say is, no, I haven't heard anything about Easton. I haven't heard anything about Easton. That's the way I like it.
Starting with the ones when Clapp went down. Was it Kilty? Or was it Simpkins? Which one was playing in the first quarter in the third play when a guy went down with the starters? My guy, not yours. Your guy didn't show up till the third quarter. My guy was in on the third play with the starters. Thank you very much. I rest my case. Kevin, your guy is lost to pasture. He's a lost sheepdog. He's out in the prairie. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody can find him. The only threat at this point is Thomas's punter son. Okay, and I was I gotta admit, when Matt Hayball, Dave's son, was released, I was a little worried. It made me a little nervous. Could we have a 3 years in a row of a punter winning it? But of course, the new punter, the UDFA guy they just signed, he punted way better than Burnip. So I'm the leader in the clubhouse again, guys. Like, I'm way ahead of you all. Concede now and save yourself embarrassment, honestly.
Hang on. I want to jump.
This is a premature celebration. You're screwing yourself. You're jinxing yourself. You are 2 days. Torricelli Simpkins, I'm sorry, but you're 2 days away from probably an ACL tear. You can blame Andrew. I hate that for you. But
I'll tell you this. I'm just sorry. Right after
I'm not the one that drafted Smoke Monday. I'm not the one that went to Olive Garden and cursed my son, okay?
Right after Underhill tweeted the week 2 depth chart for the preseason, he retweeted a Ian Rappaport tweet saying that Trevor Penning is expected to miss just a few weeks with a undiagnosed foot injury. So that means that who is behind him at left guard? Dylan Radins. And according to folks on Twitter who were watching the game, he did not play well. So who's after him? Third team at left guard.
Does anyone know how to pronounce his last name? Because I've said it 4 different ways since he signed with the Saints.
His last name is Trash. He was awful. I rewatched the All-22, and I don't know nothing about offensive linemen. That dude was terrible.
Torricelli Simpkins.
Sounds like Simpkins will be leapfrogging yet another veteran.
Kevin.
Right.
Kevin, what's more likely? Rattler starts week 1 or Andrew Juge's UDFA son starts week 1? What's more likely? He's sipping on red line like the king of France. He's so arrogant and confident now.
This Cab Frank from Vincent Vineyard is hitting right now.
Right now, I would say it's more likely that Juge's guy ends up starting week 1.
There you go. Fine. We got one of the 5 of us that has a come to Jesus moment. Finally, we got somebody with half a brain that's willing to admit the facts on the ground.
No, Kevin, I don't know why you say that.
Moochie Dixon is sitting at there are how many are there? There are 11 wide receivers on the team right now. Moochie Dixon is sitting at either 10th or 11th.
I mean,
Kevin, because I know you're tired and you're in a bizarre, you're in a heightened state. I'll give you a pass on both of your transgressions tonight. One is admitting that Andrew is in the lead, and the second is wearing a maroon shirt again on our podcast.
This is not a maroon shirt. This is red.
Red.
This is red.
Kevin hasn't slept since before the Saints.
I'm wearing a red hat right now, and if you look at my hat,
that looks orange.
Shirt, he's definitely a shade darker.
That looks orange. I'm trying to get the white balance here. That's red, man.
Hey,
that's maroon.
Andrew,
dark red.
If Alante Taylor is going to be out a little while, do we need to do a wellness check on Asante Samuel Jr.'s neck and get him on in here?
I mean, they didn't try out any corners today, so I'm hopeful it's fine. But when I look at the names of all the guys they tried out today. And this is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me feel good about Torricelli Simpkins, by the way. They signed Shane Lemieux, a guy they didn't even want back, a guy they weren't interested in. Shane Lemieux has been re-signed. He's back. And now they've tried out Cody Whitehair. That guy's still in the league. That guy still exists. And Scott Quincenberry of the Seahawks, that guy's still in the league. How old are those guys? Old. I would have thought they were my age. I can't believe those guys are still around trying out for teams. But I'll tell you, the other thing that scared me, Ralph, is they tried out 4 defensive tackles today. I didn't see Gottschall on the injury report, but I feared that he died. We need a wellness check on him. I don't know what this means, but why are they trying out 4 defensive tackles? That scared me.
I have to say, Cody Whitehair was, Kevin, a draft darling of Saints Twitter in 2016. he's a still in the league guy. All right, Dave.
He started for the Bears.
A long time, yeah. Here's the thing, Dave. I don't care what the tape beaters say and the Rattler apologists who are going full conspiracy. We won't play the X-Files music because Discord will ban us. But Dave, I feel like this week is suddenly the biggest week of Rattler's career, especially now that the Saints are going to be doing a joint practice with the Rams Thursday. Rattler better get his stuff together because he's never going to have a better opportunity his entire life to start a week 1 football game in the NFL than he does right now, but he stunk Sunday. I don't care what the tape eaters say. Biggest week of his career, yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's in his hands. The ball is in his hands. He's going to take the shot. It's whether he makes it or not. It's definitely his to lose. But yeah, I didn't get to do the post game, so I didn't share any of my thoughts. I didn't, obviously we had the Rattler Shough. We had the Rattler Shough battle. Look, you're saying there's conspiracy theorists out there. I don't know what plays are getting called, but it sure did look like Rattler got a lot of run plays called, way more than Shough did. And also there was a lot of check down stuff. So I don't know whether the play calls, they weren't calling plays for him, or whether he just is afraid to throw it downfield or take a shot or take a chance. But like you said on the post game, sacks are a quarterback stat, and I think he could definitely do certainly a better job of avoiding getting sacked. And he's a fumble merchant, like you said, which I also really liked. So
that's a great one, fumble merchant.
I love that one. So just between the two of them, look, I thought Shough looked more poised and took chances. My take on Shough is he's the white Jameis Winston.
Well, let's ask an 11-year-old girl, Lila Kate, Tyler Shough or Spencer Rattler. Which one? You got to pick one.
Tyler Shough.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, Shough.
You're just he's the white Jameis Winston. All he does is throw tutties. You just don't know.
Well, no, because you've got a guy. He went out there today. He, threw a really bad interception, like that. Even your grandmother probably wouldn't have let that ball go. But then he comes out there and he throws a dime on a long deep pass for a touchdown. It's got Jameis written all over again. It's very.
I mean, consider how desperate we are for a quarterback that he throws a god awful pick six. And we're clamoring for him to start.
I mean,
that's the state of affairs, boys.
I want to see. Look, I do want to see more Shough, but I also want to see more Rattler. But to Ralph's original question, like, this is kind of a put up or shut up. Like, yeah, you got it, Rattler. You got to show us something. Like, we don't want to see any more of the scrambling around, the taking sacks, the check downs. Like, you got to make something happen. You really got to make something happen.
Yeah, Kevin, I just feel like Rattler, I saw that 7 times last year, and I will be the first to admit, I bet on the Saints foolishly.
Dave is the king of bad takes, making the Tulane alumni look terrible.
Oppenheimer, 20 buckaroo super chat.
You don't need to say who donated that. We all know. We get it. It's old hat already.
And also, Mexi Hodad asked in the chat, isn't there a Venmo option for donations? There is! Exclamation point, Venmo in the chat.
It's at David-Cariello.
Hopefully. But Ralph has to check it himself, so you can donate via Venmo and pray that Ralph checks it.
I'll check it. I'll do it.
Yeah, just say in the chat you donated via Venmo, and we'll check it.
Yeah, I would recommend that if you donate in Venmo, that you let us know in the chat so that we can tell.
Whoa.
We can tell Ralph.
Is Andrew's cutting off?
Yeah.
For you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's done. All right, moving on.
That fucking boomer, man.
Anyway.
That damn boomer.
Here's the thing with the whole Rattler Shough thing. Is, as I said, I bet on the Saints. They didn't come through, but they did hit the over. Thank you, Chargers and Saints. So that was one thing. But Kevin, like Rattler, his whole sort of campaign or theory for the job is he's got a higher floor than Shough, and he's got more experience. He knows how to manage the team, manage the huddle, blah, blah, blah. I did not see Sunday Rattler with a higher floor than Shough at all. I haven't been at practice, but that's what I've been hearing all during training camp. I didn't see that at all.
I mean, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
If Rattler, if he's not going to have a higher floor than Shough, like, does he have? What's the case for Rattler to start if he's not going to give the Saints a better floor than Shough? Like, what? There's no case for starting him.
I think the case for starting him would be you'd have to see, like, I'm trying to think, like, what would I need to see from Rattler versus Shough? I would need to see Rattler escape sacks, scramble for first downs, and make a couple of big throws, like make a couple of like legitimately big throws that Shough doesn't. I mean, Shough made the big bomb for a touchdown, so that right there puts Shough ahead. But people seem to say that Rattler has a stronger arm or something.
Well, look, let's take this
really
one
not
performance.
that strong.
Yeah,
It isn't?
let's take.
No,
Shough's arm looks pretty strong.
So
Let's
Shough's
take
arm
this.
is very strong.
Yeah, let's
okay.
take this one. Let's take this one performance, Ralph, to answer your question. Let's take this one performance. You're talking about the floor for each player. What was the floor for Rattler in this game? I would say it's his sack fumble, right? Would you say that was the floor for him? That was the low point. Okay, what was the floor for Shough? That him throwing the pick six, the interception.
Pick six, yes.
So that's the floor. That's the floors for each of them. Which one's worse? I don't know. I mean, like, Shuck's not going to always throw a pick six. He might throw interceptions, but I'd rather a guy that's going to throw an interception and at least take a chance rather than a guy who's going to fucking take a goddamn sack and cough up the ball and like no chance has even been taken. Obviously the six part of the pick six aspect, that's, you don't want to give up points. That's horrible. But
either way, it's a turnover.
Yeah, right. Well, yes,
turnover
correct.
either way. I mean, we're arguing about which
yeah, but so it is a turnover. But like
silverware, do you want polish on the Titanic?
Check your Venmo. You were just Venmo'd by Mexi Hudat.
Let's see.
No, but turnovers, there are better.
It hasn't come through yet, Mexi Hudat.
There are better turnovers and worse turnovers. Like, you throw a deep ball into the end zone.
Oh, right. I mean, right.
You take a shot and it gets intercepted. That's an okay, on third down, that's an okay interception. But again, like I said, coughing the ball up when you're taking a sack, when you're scrambling around because you failed to make a quick throw or make a quick read, that's frustrating. That's doubly frustrating.
Yeah.
I guess I would ask this, like, and Dave, I love the little pear shirt, by the way, but at what point am I allowed to say that Spencer Rattler sucks? Like, at what point can I say that and I'm not being accused of having some agenda or whatever? Like, when can I say that? Maybe
this next game. After this preseason, at the least. After this preseason. I wouldn't say this next game. I would say they get both games. They get both games.
I have now watched
Shough just looks the part, though. He's just so big out there, and Hainer looks so tiny. God.
Yeah, Hainer is. Yeah, I will say, I'm bummed that the Saints kept all three, and I understand why. I think they wanted all three guys because they drafted all three, and they wanted all three to get reps. And if they had brought in, a Jacoby Brissett or a Joe Flacco type QB, they would have had to give that guy reps. It would have taken away reps from the draft picks, and they wouldn't have been able to see what they have in those. But, like, I'm ready to be done with the Hainer experiment. Like, to me, Hainer needs to be stashed on the practice squad. You waive him, and if someone signs him to the 53 and poaches him, fine, have him. Like, but I find it very annoying that the Saints don't have a veteran.
Why do they need to stash him? For who?
It's not that I would want him to start. It's not that I would want him to start. It's that I would want Shough to have some support in the film room and whatnot. So
Andrew wants to stash him so that nobody ever has to watch him play football again. Look. the Haener experiment, if that's what you even want to call it. I'm not even sure if that's the right word, but no, this is over. Haener is not in the running for this position of starting quarterback for the New Orleans.
What do you mean he's the sexiest one? Come on, man.
There is no competition for sexiest
At
quarterback.
least he's
Haener
an
has got
eye
locked up.
candy. He's an eye candy. Come on, man.
Haener is all pro sexiest quarterback competition.
Yeah.
But as far as being
First
starting quarterback
team.
of the Saints on the field, he's not in the running, and he can what do they call it when somebody runs out of a political race when they bow out?
Drop out.
Withdraw. Well,
Yeah.
no,
I'm withdrawing from the race to spend more
Maybe
time
he
with
can
my family.
replace Taysom.
That's it. He needs to withdraw, and he needs to pick either Rattler. He needs
Wasn't
to
he
endorse
supposed
either
to be a
Rattler or
Taysom
Shough.
Hill replacement or something? Haener?
No. I want to know. Know which one Haener would pick if he had to, if he was the coach.
Dear God.
That's what I want to know. He's got to drop out, and he's got to endorse one of them and give his vote to one of them.
Andrew, what's more concerning to you right now at this very moment for the Saints? Offensive line depth or the tight end position in general?
Yes.
Andrew is rooting for a lack of line depth so he can weekly go on a tirade about how he's the greatest at picking undrafted free agents. There's a conflict of interest there, just like how he was rooting for Will Clapp to get injured.
I mean, look, Dave, I was looking for Simpkins to make the 53, not start by week 1. Like, yeah, I mean, there reaches a point where like the injuries are so bad. Winning the competition would be nice, but not at the expense of Shough being like broken in half, like in the first quarter of the first game. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous about the offensive line. Like, offensive line health has been a problem. And in literally a month after the first preseason game, Saldiveri's out for the season. Will Clapp's out for the season. Those are two guys that were vying for a starting spot. Certainly were not shoo-ins, but strong candidates to make the 53-man roster. And Trevor Penning is hurt. So, like, if we were to play a game tomorrow and Penning's out, I'm pretty sure your left guard is Torricelli Simpkins. Like, it's either him or Shane Lemieux. Literally, like, those are your choices.
I have to say this. Kevin, next year for draft season, you need to get Thomas to make a montage for you, like a campaign commercial against trading up. And you should have Saldiveri, Haener, and Penning all in it. Saldiveri's injured. He cost 2 fourth-round picks. Haener injured. He cost 2 fourth-round picks, and Penning was a first-round pick, a future first. Like the trade-up disasters that Loomis was on in 2022. Well, my God. Dave, I have to say, I'm really worried about tight end, only for this reason. I think the Saints
Rob,
want to
you're
try
not
to
gonna
run the
shout
ball.
out Mexi Hudat. Come on, man.
I did it in the chat.
Thank the man for his hard-earned money. Come on, man. For his hard-earned buckaroos.
Add it to the total. Buckaroos. Thank you, Mexi
First
Hudat.
ever Venmo donation, by the way. First ever.
First ever. We broke the seal. Dave, how much is tight end going to be the problem child of 2025? Or do you see another position where, like, every year some Saints position gets the plague and it's a disaster? What position do you think it is? I have a feeling it's going to be tight end. I know that's not what people are thinking at this very moment. What position do you think for the Saints is going to get the plague?
The offensive line already has the plague. Like that question is already answered.
Yeah, moot. It's moot. The question is, what's another position group that could be a problem?
I mean, Foster Moreau and Taysom ain't seen the field yet. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I know you're right. Taysom and Foster Moreau both rehabbing injuries.
Like if Michael Jacobs Gibson and some other tight end whose name I don't even know. Like, how many more tight ends get hurt? Like, you get to a point where it doesn't matter. Like, the guys are so bad that, like, yeah, just pick a guy up off the street, pick up some hobo, and it's the same thing. Like, I feel like tight end is already at a point of no return. So, like, what? Like, they'll just go to final cuts. They'll wait till a bunch of teams release tight ends, then they'll pick up some random, and that's going to be just as good as the guy that just got hurt. I think we're already there at tight end.
I mean, we forgot to pour one out for Bub Memes. He's hurt too. I mean,
dropping like flies now.
What position, Kevin, do you think the Saints?
There you go.
There you go. Thomas, put that on cue. And by the way, I know he listens to the show. Dr. Thomas, it might be time for an emergency medical podcast.
Dr. Thomas.
So we might have to put the bat signal out for him. But do we need, like, these injuries? It's going on for like 2 years. Dave, what in your mind is a position? What position would have to get bad enough where, even though Mickey Loomis and the Saints, they didn't trade any future picks away in the draft, and they have $20 million of cap space, and they're not really spending it, what position in your mind, not quarterback, put quarterback aside, what position would have to get so injured or be so craptastic the next 2 weeks that the Saints would say, we either got to spend money or we got to trade for somebody, because this is embarrassing, and we gotta have an NFL competent body. Why
First of all, why are you so negative? Why are you so negative? Why do we keep discussing all these negative things? Why are we focusing on the negative? Second of all, you keep asking the same a different way. You keep asking the same question about position groups that are decimated, but you're just asking in a different way. So I'm not answering this question. Yeah, no.
All right. What are
you know what? If you want to talk, you know what? If you want to continue and on a negative note, I want to ask Andrew, because I listened to the post game show that you guys did, and everything that I read about, and I didn't go back and rewatch it and break it down. Everything that I read on the internet was that Foskey looked horrible. And then Andrew wasn't sure. His immediate and Ralph said, "Oh my God, he looked terrible." Andrew's immediate reaction was, "No, I don't know. I didn't see that." I want to know if Andrew went back and watched it and is now still defending Foskey, or whether he's like, "Oh my God, no, he was actually, yeah, he was."
Yeah, I watched it again. He sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. All right.
Yeah. I actually want to circle back on that. I want to circle back to the question that Ralph asked me at the time, which now that I reconsidered, I think it's a fair question. Who is a worse second-round pick, Stanley Jean-Baptiste or Isaiah Foskey? I don't have a clear answer.
Yeah. I mean, both were positions of need. You know, we really needed help.
Yeah.
We really drafted them because they were supposed to be coming in at a position where we really needed help, and they were both.
A warm body at the time would have been nice for either of those guys.
Yep, and we didn't get that from either of them.
Kevin, I don't remember. Like, Foskey, he didn't have any like red flags or anything. Like, he had the tape, he had the Raz, he played at Notre Dame.
I mean, he was from Notre Dame.
Yeah, like.
That wasn't a red flag.
That should have been red. I mean, if the Saints ever drafted anyone good from Notre Dame, ever?
Kevin?
Drafted? I don't know. Manti Te'o was okay. He played okay for us.
Courtney Watson.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that. Here's what you just said, Raz.
Look at former Saints players that went to Notre Dame. I think they're all bad.
I'm going to check that too, but I pulled up the Raz. Come on, guy, open. For Isaiah Foskey.
Oh, he had a
overall,
nice Raz.
Yeah, overall 9.61.
Yeah.
He ranked 65 out of 1,634 defensive ends from 1987 through 2023.
Jeez.
Composite speed grade was elite. Composite explosion grade was great. Size and agility were both rated good.
All-time sack leader. Notre
Hand
Dame.
size was
What about
great.
his motivation and discipline? Was that rated at?
I mean, it makes no sense that he was this bad.
What about the internal stuff? What about not the physical stuff on the field? What about the mental stuff? What do you rate on that?
Well, brother, I don't have access to any sort of a psychological analysis that they might have done on him.
At least Stanley Jean-Baptiste, he was a receiver his whole career, and he played 1 year at corner, and the Saints were just like, he's tall and long. That's what Seattle does. We're going to get a corner that's tall and long. Pick him. Like, that was it. Like, when they drafted Stanley Jean-Baptiste, everybody was like, I don't know about that one. Like, Foskey, I mean, whoever draft analyst had said he was terrible, props to them, but consensus was, Andrew, I remember him being was like, he's a top 40 pick. He may even be like late first round. Like there was no
right.
I mean, people wanted other players that wanted Branch.
So who's better this year? Tulane QBs or Saints QBs?
Whoa! That's wrong soundbite. That's a first-time donation from BG Special to you. Thanks for the $20 donation.
Wow.
Closer to the goal.
Answer the question, Dave. Are you more confident about Tulane quarterback or Saints quarterback?
I mean, respective to their opponents and their league, Tulane. Tulane's got a Tulane's got a choice to make between two decent guys. I went to scrimmage the other day and watched them both. And if I'm Sullivan kid looked pretty good. I don't know. I know everybody's been talking about Rattler from BYU, but maybe because he's still got to learn a little bit. He just got here late, but I thought the other kid from Iowa, Sullivan, looks good.
It's not O'Sullivan. We have a bad history of O'Sullivan quarterbacks.
No, this is just Sullivan, just regular Sullivan.
Right. I have the answer.
Rob,
I
grab
have
the fucking drink.
No, Kevin what?
Coffee.
I have the list, and I have the list of all Notre Dame players drafted by New Orleans over the year. There are 14 of them.
Go ahead, read them off.
Kevin Hardy and Dick Swatland in 1968.
Terrible. Wait, Dick what? What's his name?
Swatland.
Trash.
That's a pretty cool name. Pretty cool name, Dick Swatland.
Larry DiNardo, 1971.
Jerry's brother.
Ed Bauer, 1976. Trash. Dave Waymer, 1980.
Wait. Ed Bauer. Ed Bauer, the guy.
Dave Waymer, good player.
Okay, Dave Waymer. Okay, also Ed Bauer.
Dave Waymer was awesome. I'll give you one.
Ed Bauer went on to start the lifestyle brand Eddie Bauer. Guys.
John Krim, 1982.
Trash.
Surely everybody has an Eddie Bauer backpack or parka.
Gene McGuire, 1992.
Nope.
Irv Smith, 1993.
First round pick, total bust, tight end, couldn't catch a ball. Next.
Ray Zellers, 1995.
The king of fumbles, was consistently under 3.5 yards per carry. Absolutely terrible Mike Ditka pick. Next.
Did I say Travis Davis?
No,
but
Travis Davis, also 1995, 7th round pick.
Sucked. Next.
Trash.
Never heard.
Second rounder in 2004, Courtney Watson.
Possibly the king of the Hazlitt linebackers. I rest my case. Next.
Jesus. 2019, 7th rounder, Elise Mack.
Yeah, Elise Mack. Yeah, I don't think
Elise
he ever
Mack.
crossed paths
Legend. Elise Mack.
That's Alex Mack's brother.
2021, 4th rounder, Dave's pal. He's throwing rainbows, Ian Book.
I forgot about Ian Book.
Saints Hall of Famer.
Need we say more? Maybe we should
touch that.
Maybe we should use this moment to play the song.
Why is that quality so terrible? It does not sound like that on my phone.
Never draft a Notre Dame player ever again, Saints. I mean,
and finally, 2023, Isaiah Foskey.
That list is horrific. I mean, literally, Dave Waymer is the only dude. How many did you say that was? 14?
14.
The Saints were 13 out of 14 of awful picks. Dave Waymer was a good player. The next best guy is Irv Smith, Ralph.
Irv Smith is
the second best Notre Dame guy we've ever drafted. That is freaking brutal.
That list is football terrorism, is what that list is. I mean, you could if you set out to pick a list worse than that, I don't think you could. Like,
all right, well, there you go. So my original point stands.
Stand on
Red flag was that he went to Notre Dame
with signs saying "Don't draft a Notre Dame player."
That's right. Like Notre Dame has to play like a champion today. The Saints need a sign in the war room. Don't draft the Irish.
Never take those guys again.
So
Brian Kelly used to coach Notre Dame.
Somebody asked in the chat, wasn't Golick Jr. drafted by the Saints? The answer is no. Mike Golick Jr. went undrafted in 2013. The Pittsburgh Steelers picked him up, and then the Saints picked him up in 2014. They cut him, and then he joined the Montreal Alouettes for the Canadian football season in 2014.
I got to drink this 99 proof espresso coffee liquor. All right.
What do you mean you have to? Like, who chose it?
I mean, I just figured that. Or do you want me to drink the Kinky Blue? But the Kinky Blue is only 25 proof.
That's up to Andrew. And surprisingly, Andrew's in the MVP lead, guys, with 28.3 cents.
All right. You want me to drink this espresso, Andrew?
And also,
he opened it, so he might as well open it, or he might as well drink it.
And also, thanks again to BG Special to you for donating via Stream Elements. Best way to donate.
Is that Blake Gilkin?
Way to go. It's the way to go. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Went down pretty easily. His head's bent over.
This will be like, I'm thinking this is like a 7, maybe.
It's like a 7, but ugh.
It's like a 7, but I don't know. That feels like a 6. That feels like a 6.
That coffee taste is just horrific.
Thanks, Oppenheimer, for 10 buckaroo super chat with donation message. Dave is a Saint, hot take terrorist, and also becoming the new MVP leader.
I like that hot take terrorist. That could be a good.
He likes my Jameis Winston take.
Here's the thing: if Tyler Shough could be as good as Jameis Winston,
wait for the question segment about the Jameis Winston comparisons. Chill out.
Okay,
okay.
Don't want to ruin the question. Don't want to ruin the question.
All right. Final thing before we get to the mailbag.
Oh, give me a rating.
Saints.
The puke meter.
So I told you. I said 7. Kevin said it looked like a 6. So
all right.
Did you do the 7?
No, he did the coffee one.
He ignored you, man.
Get to the next one. I'll do the.
Get rid of the puke meter.
Kinky Blue. I'll get Kinky Blue. Final thing, and then we'll get to the mailbag. Saints joint practice Thursday against the Rams. Game Jacksonville. We said it last week. We said Foskey needed to have a big game. Who, either big game, they need to play well, or you're interested in them, non-quarterbacks, who are you most interested in for the joint practice and the game Saturday, Dave?
I mean, screw the practice. I don't care about the practice.
Joint practice versus the Rams, though. That could be fun.
Whatever. For the game, though, non-quarterback, because obviously that would be my answer. That's the most important piece to this entire 2025 Saints puzzle, if you will. I guess... okay, so this is going to be the second game. So we're going to see the starters a good bit. This is like the dress rehearsal for the regular season. So they'll maybe play a full quarter. But who cares about that because they're the starters. We know they're going to play. I'm going to go with, we were talking about it earlier. Let's go with tight end. Let's see if anybody stands up, stands out.
Catches a pass.
Yeah. Obviously Juwan Johnson is going to be your
singular pass.
Yeah. Like obviously Juwan Johnson's going to be your starting tight end, barring Taysom Hill and Foster Morrow coming back. But, who's going to be number 2? Who's going to be the other guy behind Juwan Johnson? And obviously, that'll have to do with blocking, not just catching balls. So that's important. But not that I'm going to be watching how they're blocking.
Or Chelly Simpkins might be your backup tight end right now.
Oh my God,
Juge, I believe. Andrew, I believe you owe one Jack Stoll an apology. He caught one pass on Sunday for 1 yard.
He dropped.
So he did, in fact. So the tight ends were represented of the 27 different people who caught passes. I think Dave's neighbor somehow got called into the game, and he managed to catch a pass. But yes, Jack Stoll was the only tight end to catch a pass. But hey,
really, 27 different receivers and only one tight end.
Yeah.
By the way, Richard Horner Jr. in the chat, I guess at some point there was a debate about whether Ralph was going to rate his drink a 6 or a 7, and he wrote 6, 7. Oh
my God! Why are you saying that? Why did you just say that? Oh my God! Please,
I figured, Dave.
Oh my
God!
God!
On the show, I figured you would be familiar with.
I got to get my son in here. Dylan, come in here.
I still don't understand. I don't even know
what
it is.
Yeah, me neither.
Why I say it, but every time I go at tennis practice, I teach a bunch of high schoolers, and I'll go 6, 7, and the players are always like, "Coach, stop." So
6, 7.
It seems like a very trendy.
Hold on, come here. Can you explain it?
No. Yeah, the kid has to explain the reference.
There's nothing to explain.
People.
It's just 6, 7.
Wait, hold on. No, come here. There's nothing to explain?
Yeah, it's just 6, 7.
Yeah, but where did it come from? And why are you juggling balls?
Is that a Zoomer thing?
Hold on.
No, I don't know. It's like I don't even know what generation these kids are.
Yeah, these are Zoomers.
The
Zoomers.
All right, anyway.
That was absolutely.
Dude. It's from Dude. 6, 7. Dude. Anyway, I have no idea.
That was,
now he's laughing at me.
Andrew the Boomer doesn't understand the reference, right?
A terrible explanation. I'm going to bring my son down here. Maybe he can do it better. Right,
I'll say who.
This is good. I am curious because I bet it's going to be just as bad.
So I want you to know, like, first of all, Dave's son tried to explain what 6, 7 means. And his explanation was absolutely terrible. He said, "I don't know what it is. It's just 6, 7." So, can you explain to the show and to our listeners what 6, 7 is?
I mean, yeah, I can try. It's a rap song kind of, and in the middle of the song, basically, like the person singing it just like says 6, 7 for no reason. I'm not really sure why. But it's just a part of the song, and I guess
is the song
the song got popular, and then people started making it a meme. The whole 6, 7.
And so now it's viral, and kids just say 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it comes with a hand motion too. So.
All right.
Juggling of the balls. Is the name of the song Dude Dude? Ask him if the name of the song is Dude Dude.
Yeah, from Skrilla.
Wait, is the name of the song Dude Duke?
Yeah,
Dude. Yeah,
Dude.
From
Skrilla.
Thank you.
I have never.
Man, the future is doomed.
Older?
We are crossing.
That a Juge would be more articulate, better at explaining, less loud, less obnoxious than a
Dylan, you're embarrassing me. You're
apple meets the tree once again.
Oh my God.
In the
worst
future,
video quality though, man.
I believe
Will
he has a future in dominating a UDFA competition. Against Little Pear, and you'll have no shot against my son. The future looks bright, people.
Will D asks, what the hell are y'all talking about? Will D, that segment, I've never felt older and I've never felt whiter in my entire life.
6'7".
The apple never falls far from the Juge family tree.
Oh man,
The sun never sets on the Juge empire.
Well, I don't know. I'll say this: the players that I'm most interested in, and this is
Jason Champagne,
shot,
little Pear versus Big Peach.
Can we have a rap battle?
No, please.
Oh, wait, Aldi Marino asks, wait, Ralph. Aldi Marino asks, how did the vacation dates go? Will little Juge beat Uncle Kevin to the altar?
That's true. We had him. That's true. We had him live. We should have grilled him. We couldn't.
Yeah. We should have asked for a Cullen Love update.
A Cullen. That's right. I did. I wanted the Cullen Love update.
Yeah, I will say he's got a ways to go before he,
yeah, settles down with
Kevin.
one
so does Kevin.
He's got so do I. To learn.
He needs to go to Kevin for coaching.
Put it that way. He's got a little something to learn.
Kevin can coach him up.
The Saints player that I'm most interested in.
Do better. Coach better.
Coach better.
Coach what's better. The do your Dennis job. Allen?
That's what it's about.
There you go.
The saddest thing I saw on the internet.
I was just sitting on my couch a couple nights ago, just watching TV, flipping channels, and sure enough, Bears are on TV, and there's DA with his call sheet covering up his mouth and his freaking visor. And it was weird. It was weird seeing
Did you
DA.
feel wistful?
I mean, he looked as DA as ever. It was bizarre.
I can't believe a Saints fan.
How tight was his shirt?
Like a Saint fan wrote like this giant long text that they posted on Twitter. And they were like, I'm quitting the Saints. The Saints are embarrassing. I had to suffer through 7 and 9 degrees. I'm not suffering anymore. And they were like, I'm quitting the Saints to be a Bears fan. You're quitting the Saints to go root for the team that has Dennis Allen as defensive winner. Does that person not have any family that loves them and can commit them to an institution and get them mentally right? My God.
No, they do. They do. I think their family just believes in the, you know what, you got to just go make your own mistakes. And if you love them, let them go. And if it was meant to be, they'll come back. They'll just let them go. Sometimes the bird's got to leave the nest.
Leave the nest, yeah.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Rosenfield, who actually, this is a football take, so we might have to get serious for 30 seconds. But I really like this take. I mean, he said he's interested in the running back battle. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has demonstrated he can really block on passing plays, and obviously he had a big blitz pickup on the play action touchdown pass that Tyler Shough threw, so that was a tremendous block. And then you have Velus Jones, who's very dynamic. We saw that in that game. He had a big kick return. He looks very explosive. And he said he's very interested in running back 3 versus 4 this weekend. You know, I find myself kind of like, why did we draft a running back? Like, it's kind of confusing in the sense that it feels like behind Kamara, it's more like Edwards-Helaire, Jones, but also Cam Akers. And so we have this like battle of a lot of veterans. And so I don't know where the rookie goes. Maybe he goes on the practice squad and gets called up later, but it does feel, I won't say an embarrassment of riches, but because I don't know that any of these guys are any good, but there's a lot of guys in the Saints running back room that are intriguing right now. And I'm with him. I think this is a great football call, and I'm very curious to see how these guys do.
Except for our son.
This coming week. Right, except for him. He's done. Toast.
He's done. No, I will say, like, if the Saints offensive line can be pretty good and the injuries can, for the love of God, just stop and pause for a bit.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck. I think, like, Edwards-Helaire, Cam Akers, Jones, like Velvet Jones, like it could be okay. Like, and listen, last year as long as Jamal Williams isn't getting carries, it's going to be better. I'll say that. Like, it can't be any worse than Jamal Williams, who was like, you might as well just kneel the ball instead of handing off to him. I would say,
and that was low key a disastrous free agent signing.
I mean, God,
like one of the worst we've had.
Yeah, but team decision. Why did they do team decision? Why did they want him to have that?
They loved him. He was great. He Pokemon.
There you go. So it wasn't that bad.
He adopted a cat. I mean, he gave strong locker room vibes, Dave. Strong.
That's right.
I will say.
That's what I'm saying.
For a guy that you only guarantee $8 million, and we're all like, that was a dreadful signing. Like, you know how bad you have to be. But I will say I'm interested in this weekend the wide receivers, because if they start Shough against Jacksonville and he gets Rashid Shaheed and he gets Olave for a series, I'm interested to see what he did, because, Oppenheimer brought it to my attention that Ross Jackson mentioned Shough on play action 6 of 7 against the Chargers. So I'm interested to see
7.
It all circles back.
It all comes back around.
Man.
All right.
6, 7.
But
that's
Thomas,
like the worst meme of all time, man.
It is. Play take at the top so we can get to the mailbag, Thomas.
See, these fucking Zoomers, man. All right, take it to the top. And by the way, Oppenheimer is still in the MVP lead with $30.
How far are we away from the second drink, Thomas?
72 buckaroos.
$72.
Make it
and
happen.
maybe
Let's
Ralph
go.
remind
All
people
right, Thomas,
what one lucky MVP winner can win at the end of the
You get to go to a Saints game with me.
Best intro out there.
Shmengi 29.08 buckaroos super chat, almost becoming the 0.08.
Yeah, that's not enough to overtake Oppenheimer. So Andrew, I need you to donate 40.
Yeah, $1 away from becoming the new MVP
Andrew,
leader.
I need you to donate like $5 so you can overtake Oppenheimer as the lead donor.
Dave trying to rig it.
Can I do it on Super Chat?
What's first up in the mailbag, Tomas?
All right, so many things to do. Wanted to update the meter, but Ralph
Thomas, can I do it on Super Chat or no?
No, don't do it on Super Chat.
Before you go to that, War God has a great line. Saints running back and defensive tackle rooms are like a hoarder's house, overflowing with mostly crap.
Damn.
I like that. Go. All right, Thomas, hit us with the question.
All right, first question from Saints Rabbit, a long one. We start with a long question.
Uh-oh.
He asks, if you were to rate all three QBs' performances on Sunday using past Saints quarterbacks as ratings measure,
I love this question.
how would you rate them? Like if you gave Ian Book's 2021 start a Heath Schuler grade, for example.
Right. Well, obviously we know what I'm going to give Shough.
All right. Well, Hainer is JT O'Sullivan. Final answer.
I'm gonna give Shough. He was very Heath Schuler versus the Bears in 1997, where he was kind of garbage, but then he hit the bomb, and we loved him. Now the Heath Schuler love faded, but maybe the Shough can build on it. But that's my answer for Shough.
I would say Mike Buck for Shough.
There's a name. There's a name from the past.
Well, obviously I'm already saying Jameis Winston for Shough, but for Rattler, I'm gonna go Drew Brees.
There you go.
Dave,
Twitter is going to love you this week, Dave.
Thomas,
put that in a Thomas, put that in put that in the graphic.
We're gonna get aggregated.
Make that Did I look serious when I said that? Did I look serious, when I said that?
Can you think of who was the biggest fumble machine for the Saints that took a ton of sacks? My gut goes to Danny Werfel. I feel like Rattler would be.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I'm trying to think of a Saints quarterback that just didn't. Taysom fumbled a lot, but he.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But he was fun. I mean, Rattler is not fun.
Did one of the
Rattler
Billy Joes fumble
negative.
a lot?
Yeah, I mean,
Joe
I preferred Hobart to Tolliver, but Hobart was kind of a fumbling merchant, if I'm being honest.
Wait a minute, aren't we forgetting? I think we're forgetting the obvious answer here.
Who is that?
Well, so obviously I would say Jake Haener is probably more like Todd Bauman, and I would say
that's a good one.
I would say Shough. Shough is probably Andy Dalton-esque. But
I don't know.
Rattler.
That's a terrible comparison.
But Rattler, the answer is there. He's Spencer Rattler.
Wait, Rattler is Rattler?
Rattler is Rattler. You said name a starting quarterback.
I mean, come on.
That they would be rated as.
So wait.
Rattler is Rattler.
So your point is he hasn't gotten any better. It's the same shit. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the view never changes, baby.
That's pretty good. I like that answer.
That is.
There we go.
What's next, Thomas?
Thomas, am I winning the donation right now?
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew, for super chatting 20 buckaroos. I mean, 1 cent short of 20. We are $23 away from second drink from Kinky Blue, by the way.
Wow. Luis Dominguez just donated $20. So are we there, Thomas?
No.
I can't believe you guys are going to let me win the donator of the week. That's
$3 away. Yeah. Who donated? I need to add him to the list. Luis Dominguez?
Dominguez, all right. Yeah.
Luis Dominguez, say something in the chat so I know what your nickname is, and I don't botch your last name. All right.
So what's next in the mailbag, Thomas?
In the meantime, next question. Blake Zekin, he asked so many questions this week. I was so surprised. Positively, he asks, I offer you that Shough gives us the full Jameis in Tampa experience. Do you take it? But in the meantime, who that golfer? 5 buckaroo super chat, taking us over the edge.
There he is.
Nice.
Would we take that? I would take it. I mean, the only problem is like it's not a long-lasting situation. So I would take it as long as we're coming up with an exit strategy in 3 years or so. But for the first couple of years or the first 3 years, I think it would be, he might be able to do some damage.
I mean, if you
make some noise,
would you pay minimum
but that's
wage
not
for the Jameis Winston experience?
Yeah, I guess. Like, this is Jameis in Tampa, by the way. He specifically says.
I feel like I have a terrible answer to this question because like your average fan isn't gonna like it. I have a very low tolerance for mistakes because mistakes get you beat. And as a coach, and I coach a different sport, but I think when you coach sports, it's all about minimizing mistakes, right? Especially if you don't have elite talent. And you're trying to close the gap with teams that have more talent than you. It's like the way to close that gap is to minimize mistakes. Don't do the things that get you beat. If the other team is better, then fine. If you're going to get beat, fine. But don't give it away. Don't give it to them. Make them earn it, right? So that is a fundamental coaching thing that I subscribe to, that a lot of coaches that I talk to in different sports subscribe to. And so to me, like the Jameis experience, I think the casual watcher really enjoys that because he throws for a bunch of yards, he throws a bunch of touchdowns, he makes a bunch of mistakes, and at the end of the day, you have a team that goes 6-10, and a team that sucks, that's like minimizing the mistakes. They're probably going 6-10 too, if we're being honest. So like, I understand, I get it. I get the fans' perspective of, well, if we're going to go 6 or 10 either way, like at least entertain me, be reckless and do all that. But for me as a coach, like I just find that unacceptable. I like to be reckless and do the things that get you beat. Like I can't tolerate it. I can't.
The question was, would you take the Jameis experience while he was in Tampa, which was a 5-year, what I believe it was 5 years, maybe 6 years. I think it was 5 years. 5-year long period. No, I think it was 5 years. It was only 4 years. I thought it was.
I guess they were good for a year or two, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like my point is like,
do we get the Super Bowl directly after, like Tampa did?
No. But like Andrew, like I mean, I agree with you. Like yes, obviously in the long run, that's not what you want. But yeah, if you're talking about like we can have Shough for 4 years and like maybe one of the years, like we go to the playoffs and he does okay and he minimizes the interceptions. Would I take that again? Like I said,
Jameis had a mediocre career. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that he was a first overall pick, I would say his career, like he was a massive bust when you consider what he produced relative to where he was picked. So if you told me like I was offered that right now, I would say no. I'll take mystery door number 2 where Shough is either better or worse. Like, sign me up for that. I don't want what we got, like what Jameis gave Tampa. I don't want it.
Yeah, Jameis was.
I'm sorry. Actually, behind mystery door number 2 was Jake Hayner wearing Speedo in a sexy pose, actually. I'm sorry.
I mean, Jameis in 5 years in Tampa was 28-40.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jameis was 28-42, and he cycled through Lovie Smith, Dirk Cutter, and Bruce Arians. So in 5 years, he had 3 coaches. I'd have to say no. I can't.
I'll pass. Yeah, hard pass.
I can't. All right, I got to drink.
I mean, I guess really the long and short of it though is like, I think we're all looking for like our next Drew Brees. We're looking for our next franchise quarterback. We're looking for the next guy who's going to be here for 10, 12 years. We don't need that. We don't need that. Like
you're really going to hate this take, Dave.
I know it's hard to find.
I don't know that I'm ever going to see Drew on the Saints.
I'm not saying he has to be. I'm not saying he has to be that good, but just somebody who's good enough and sticks around. But I mean, like I get that you don't have to have that. I get that you can.
Let me finish. Like you're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this. I don't think I'll ever see Drew. So I've given up on that. But like I would settle for the next Derek Carr.
For Teddy.
Oh man! Oh yeah, I do hate that. My God, yeah, we are not. We are
minus the personality.
Not on the same planet. I mean, I think my ideal dream is to find a guy who's going to be here for 10 years that we all like and love. And just the fact is that somebody like Jameis maybe he has the personality that we all like. Would you be
satisfied with someone that's not? Would you be satisfied with someone that's not Drew? Like, would that be okay?
Yeah, I want somebody who's good enough to be a quarterback. Like Brock Purdy. Like I'll take Brock Purdy. Like that's cool with me.
I gotta drink.
I'll take somebody like Brock Purdy.
I gotta drink.
Oh yeah. Sign me up for Brock Purdy. Absolutely.
Yeah, somebody that you know is going to be around for a while, who's a solid guy. Maybe he's not amazing, but he's also really decent, and will win you some games.
You told me right now that Shough will be Purdy, I would be thrilled.
Totally. Yeah,
I'd give a finger off my bad arm for that. Here's the thing. I got to drink this Kinky Blue. It smells like when the cat pees and my wife sprays the mango scented cat spray on the pee on the carpet to like get the stain out. That's how it smells. This
maybe she's playing you and she replaced the Kinky Blue.
Tapestry there, Ralph.
It is. This really scares me. Thank you.
Before Ralph takes this to the face, your boy Alan in the chat says, by the way, Trevor Penning is 6'7".
Oh my god! All right, here we go.
6'7".
All right, we ready, Thomas?
Yes, sir.
That looks like the water that barbers dip their combs in.
I think Ralph just got a little kinkier than the coffee.
That was rough.
Look out, Sally.
That was kinkier than the coffee, huh, Ralph?
It was way kinkier than the coffee.
All right.
That's a 7. It's gross. This was gross.
6,
All right,
7.
that's okay.
That's gross.
So we literally went 6-7 on the ratings.
Remind me, Ralph, what was the score for your first shot?
6.
And this one was what?
7. Oh god.
6'7".
I've never felt older in my entire life. Tom,
That's the name of the pod right there, 6-7.
Yeah.
I don't know. My son just came in and asked if we're doing this live on YouTube, so there may be a bunch of the chat section might get inundated in like about a minute.
With a bunch of his friends.
So
yeah, he's like on he's on a FaceTime call. Speaking of this Zoomer generation or whatever the hell they're called, does your son do that too, where they FaceTime but they don't use the video, they just use the audio? So it's basically just one big group phone call. Like, what? Why are you using the FaceTime? It's just a regular phone call. It's a speakerphone phone call. You're on a conference call.
So
that would require speaking to another human being. My son doesn't do that.
Yeah, a point of order about Juge's point or question about waiting for the next franchise quarterback. And this was the first thing that popped into my head. Jim Kelly retired from the Buffalo Bills in 1996. And why am I now blanking on old boy's name? Josh Allen started for the Bills in 2018. So there was a 22-year difference between getting two franchise quarterbacks. I mean, granted, look, at the other end of the spectrum, you go to the Colts. Peyton Manning leaves, and they manage to have old boy from Stanford,
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, in there ready to go. So,
yeah, they ruined him though. But I mean, it's going to be a process, and like I feel like Shough showed me a decent amount on Sunday, where if Kellen Moore is a top 10 coach, Shough will get a second contract with the Saints. Like he'll be Kellen Moore will squeeze everything out of it. San Antonio Saint, I'm really drunk. I just said Tyler Shough's going to get a second contract, and he's played a half. That's how drunk I am.
I would listen. You guys are talking about Brock Purdy. I would be happy if he is Joe Flacco.
Flacco.
If he's,
I would sign me up for that. Sign me up for that.
Right. Like again.
I think I agree. Yeah.
I don't need obviously, yes, the desire is to have the franchise QB, the guy you have for 12 years plus. But if you told me we could get 6 to 7 years of very competent quarterback play, and this is a guy who is not going to blow games for you, and who can, he's not going to be the field general, but
what about Andy?
He's not the reason you lose. He's not the reason you lose, and he's probably not the reason you win. But it's a guy that that's solid, and if you get good players around him and you get a good scheme and all that kind of shit, then yes, you can win and make runs. So give me that. I'll take that.
What if I told you Tyler Shough was going to be Andy Dalton 2.0. Would you take that?
That's a tough one.
Because Andy Dalton went to a lot of playoff games, and he lost a lot of playoff games.
Yeah, I know. But were those and I remember that with the Bengals. But was that him or was that what's his face? The coach, who was their coach?
It was a mix.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis. I mean, Marvin Lewis
Ambush just said in the chat that Shough is Kerry Collins. Whew.
Ooh,
that's word.
To me, Andy Dalton is the dividing line. Like that's a great question, Ralph. Because to me, that's the one where, like, I think like if that's 50-50. Like you could say like, no, I'll take mystery door number 2. Like I don't want Andy Dalton. I watched Andy Dalton be the starting quarterback for the season.
Are you sure? Because this time mystery door number 2 is Jake Hayner in leather assless chaps and a whip.
right.
So, you sure you want to go with door number 2 this time?
Should have taken Andy Dalton. Damn it. Yeah, no, it's tough though. Yeah, that one is tough. I mean, here's the thing: if you get Hayner with the ass chaps and all that, and your team goes 1-16, you get to reach the very next year into
their ass. This is one important point. They're ass-less chaps. They're not ass chaps. They are without ass. Okay, that's very important. They have no ass on these chaps.
Of course, we get a donation for that.
Whoa, San Antonio saying 20 buckaroo donation via Stream Elements. Best way to donate, by the way.
What a
champion. You guys want Ralph to drink Malort, we're $80 away.
What's
well, hang on. I don't think he's updated the.
No, we're less than that now.
I did. When you donate via Stream Elements, it updates automatically. So that's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's why it's the best way. What's next, Thomas?
Andrew was in the middle of a point. I interrupted.
No, yeah. Oh, wow. Dave actually wants to hear what I want to say. Stop the press. This is
I don't.
Podcast in history.
I don't really care what you're saying. I'm just trying to be respectful.
You trying to be respectful? You know what? I don't want it.
Stop the.
I'm not going to say what I had to say.
Thomas, what's next?
Keep going, Ralph, please.
Yeah. What's next?
All right. Final question of the show belongs to Don Chaco, and he asks, let me roll it in. Who from the 2025 draft that the Saints did not draft do you want most to not succeed? And why is the answer Shough Sanders?
Oh, I didn't read I was about to say that was going to be my answer without even reading that. I was going to say it's Shough Sanders.
Look,
Shough Sanders.
I mean, look, to me, the whole thing with Shough is like, I get that it's personal for like, I don't know, 20% of the Saints fan base, but everybody did it, right? So I get that the Saints had a pick in the second round. They went QB. They went with Shough, but like if you look at the Browns, who ultimately take Shough, they also took a quarterback rounds after that.
No. They took Dylan Gabriel before him.
That's what I'm saying. They took another quarterback before they took Shough. So like the team that actually picked him picked a quarterback in a later round after Shough. So like this wasn't the Saints. This was everybody. So I get that it's personal for like every Saints fan that adores Shough and like desires to have this quarterback lead them because they believe that their evaluation of who they like is, perfect and whatever. But like, I don't know. Like to me, I'd be fine with Shedeur being good. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. I mean, yeah, of course. Listen, if he was really good and works out, I would be like, man, I wish the Saints had drafted him. But I don't think I would view it as like Kellen Moore sucks, Mickey Loomis sucks, fire everybody, because like the whole league was in agreement on this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, I get that some Saints fans are like obsessed with Shedeur and take it personally, but to me, it's different from when you pick third, let's say, and you take I don't know Akili Smith, and then 2 picks later, someone takes a quarterback and he's awesome, or like the year that Aaron Rodgers got picked and he's a generational quarterback, and every quarterback that was taken before him was absolute garbage. Like, yeah, like that's a bad look. To me, like everyone looks bad on Shedeur if he ends up being good.
I'll tell you my answer for this one is, I know you went Shedeur, but I'm going to go with a guy. I want him to fail. The Saints wanted him, and Detroit traded like 2 third-round picks and maybe even more to jump the Saints and get him. Isaac Tesla. He's a receiver. He's looking amazing for the Lions.
Yeah, the Saints did want him.
I know for a fact the Saints wanted him, and the Lions jumped him to get him, and he looks amazing. So I'm rooting against him now. Something maybe bad has to happen to him for him to not be good, but he's my choice. Like, he's somebody the Saints
his last name is Tesla.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay,
if
Thomas Edison.
He's good.
I think it's pronounced. Isn't it pronounced like Tesla or something?
Yeah, Tesla. If he's
I thought it was
the
Tesla.
Saints are gonna lament.
I thought that's how
We're
Trump
gonna hear about
it.
that for the next 10 years. We wanted him. We were gonna turn in the card, and the Lions jumped us. Like, we'll hear that crap for a decade. I don't want to hear it. That's my answer. So, but Shedeur is probably the safe, the correct answer that most people feel. All right, that was it, Thomas. Recap the donations, who was amazing. I think we had a crazy amount of people in the chat. I see a bunch of first time Iron Therapy, just a bunch of first time people. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Yeah, Thomas, recap the donations for us.
Yeah, that's true. So as you can see, we are on a 105-week donation streak. We have 51 weeks to go for Ralph to take a run with his crippled hand. I don't know how to call it. We need a good name.
Are we gonna get some highlights, Thomas, of his Only Hands account?
Yeah, we gotta post some fresh content for the people.
Yeah, where are we at with that? And then also, before we go too deep with this running thing, while I think it's an okay idea, your handicap is your arm and your hand. I feel like
it's his leg too, isn't it?
Dave, I got 3 pins in my leg, and my left leg is shorter and smaller than my right. I'm crippled the left side.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, the other thing I was thinking of we could do is watch you play pool.
Ooh,
But anyway, I forgot you were.
That could be the 2026. That could be the 2026 goal for the patrons. I don't think, man, I haven't played pool in like 30 years.
You know what would be another good one is to have like a high school varsity soccer team hit penalty kicks and Ralph try to stop him.
I like that.
I can't even. Andrew. Max.
No,
is
you just keep going until you save one. Like if you have to go 150, you keep going.
It might go that long
until you save one.
Because Max has figured out how to do the curve kick for soccer.
Bend it. He bends it like
he's
Beckham.
9, and I can't even save his. It would be all night. It would be all night.
That's pretty good. I think we should revise the 40-yard dash. I think we should try to set that up.
Schmangy says in the chat, Ralph would beat Dave in a 100-meter race.
There is
Get the hell out of here.
There is no way on this earth.
Is that Oppenheimer's burner account? What is this?
Oppenheimer using the Canadian VPN.
Or what about Ralph trying to kick a field goal from like 20 yards out?
No way.
Nah.
No way.
Ralph from 10 yards out? Could he make a 10-yard kick?
Maybe.
What about shooting a 3-pointer?
Out on the golf course.
Yeah.
Shooting a 3-pointer with his bad arm.
No, I know, but we need to film some golf content.
My golf is bad, but it's not like the running will be embarrassing. Oppenheimer, who's MVP for the week?
Not Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
He's too poor.
I need to thank everyone. Tons of generosity, tons of different donators. A few first-time donators. Thanks to San Antonio Saint, who was late but still donated. Thanks to Louis Dominguez, to BG Special TU, to Mexi Hudat, to Hudat Gopher, to Shmengi, to Tulin Hater Oppenheimer, and to the MVP for the first time this off-season, who is the one and only.
Fuck you, Andre George.
Congratulations!
Wow, he drank so much wine. He just donated it all. It would have been. You just drank too much wine and you made a bad decision.
I like that. I like that I'm not the lowest winner. This off season, because
you
in week
beat
11,
Oppenheimer by 3 cents.
I beat him by 3 cents. That's right.
That's him.
So I
Actually,
am the most pathetic winner.
I put the wrong number. I'm gonna fix it
Oppenheimer.
later. Actually, you donated more than that, Andrew. I don't know if you were aware of that. I just put up the wrong number for some reason.
Wait, I did?
Yeah. 48, not 40. Whoa, Oppenheimer donated. $11. Maybe I should replace him with Oppenheimer. He overtook you.
Did he beat me?
No,
he didn't. He didn't because I made the wrong number on the screen. Oh, man. I put the wrong number. Sorry, Oppenheimer. My bad, Oppenheimer. What a legend.
Thomas, you're not getting cut his meat. We're cutting your meats and cheeses this week, Thomas. Thanks to everybody who donated. We always appreciate
the
it.
listeners want some video content of you playing ping pong with the bad hand.
Oh my God, you people are sick. That is, you people. That breaks like obscenity laws in like 37 states. It's practically snuff film quality. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the show and made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. If you become a first-time patron, 90% off your first month, any level, all August. You should do it. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. And don't forget to follow us on the socials wherever you get your podcast. Thanks to Dave. Thanks to Andrew. Thanks to Kevin and Tomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. Until next time, the bar is closed.